Bowers. We're covering, if you haven't checked out the other episode, please go check it out. We cover houses versus land. We cover a lot of interesting topics, cash flow, CapEx, all the things you want to know about houses versus land. So please go check it out. But today is Deal Breakdown, where we cover cool, interesting stories. So what is your cool, interesting story that you have for us today?
Oh man, a deal breakdown. I'm going to talk about one of my first land deals where, and just one comes to mind really quickly, where I messed up. I thought I was buying a buildable parcel of land. It was for $600. Like, where can you go? Like, how can you go wrong buying, just under an acre of land in Colorado where you got the mountain views for $600? Well, I thought the land was buildable. The seller told me it was buildable, and I didn't do a lot of research. I just wrote the check for $600, got the land, and had it sold to a buyer. And he comes back to me and says, listen, I can't build on this land because it's not an acre, so I can't put a septic system on it. I was like, what do you mean you can't put a septic system on it? He's like, it has to be 1 acre or more to put a septic system on it. Your parcel's only 0.96 acres. Like, we were just barely short. I literally had to buy that property next door to have built on it. So I was like just devastated. I was just getting started in this business. I had a couple quick wins. I needed to make this work to quit my job. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to go out there and market this land on Craigslist and Facebook and put some signs out, and I'll disclose that it's not buildable. And within a week of doing that, I sold it to a truck driver for $1,800 on payments. I got all my money back. I 3x my investment. And it's amazing, like, the mistakes you can make in this business and still make money if you're willing to kind of step back and like, okay, it's a piece of land. I paid $600 for it. It didn't go anywhere. It's not like cryptocurrency or stocks that some CEO can make a dumb comment and your stock plummets.
Yeah. It's kind of locked in, and then even if you hold on to it for 6 months or a year, pay the taxes of maybe $50 and sell it again, like, you might get a huge ROI, or just put it on the market for $180 down, and we'll get your money back in 6 months, and it's still not even a bad deal. It's like, as long as you get a good price or good financing, you can still make a lot of money, even on a terrible deal. We always talk about this is like, we always try and build in big margins in our deals. That way, whenever stuff hits the fan, we still might make 30 grand.
Exactly. Like, I have what I call an oops factor. So if I think the land will sell for 500,000, my oops factor is 10% of that. So that's 50,000 right there. Oops. Like, an oops can mean anything. Like, oops, I made a huge mistake.
No, and that's the funny part about this game is, like, people are like, oh, like, houses, like, if it's a 3-2.
This show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
1,200 square feet, it can only sell for 125 because there's 10 other comps that verify it's 125. With land, it's like, I mean, I could make 100 grand. I mean, I could make 10. I don't know. I know I'm going to make money on it, though. We'll figure out when it sells and when I get the check. And like, there's that huge like variable. Like, people always look at me crazy. Like, you don't know how much money you're going to make? Like, no, I have no idea. I could make 50. I could make 30. Who knows? I guess I'll find out when the check hits.
Yeah. Yep. And I find that the uncertainty is, we just go in when we're uncertain, we get a bigger discount for it. Yep. And that's usually where the best profits come from, is where those areas where I'm like most uncertain about.
Yeah. And like, if you buy in enough risk on the front end, you can save yourself a whole lot of headache on the back end. And like, me and my partner did a deal, and we were projecting to make like 100K on it. And we ended up making like 35. And we're like, man, we only made 35 on this, man. That was a close one.
Yeah, man. But $35,000, like, how much time did you have involved in that?
It was like 90 days.
90 days. Like, how many of your own personal hours did you have involved in that?
Maybe like 3 or 4, and we put in like 20 grand of our own capital. That was it. Like
Let's just say that you had 35 hours into it, which you didn't. You only had 3 or 4. You still made $1,000 an hour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And the land game gets fun when you get a lot of deal flow built up or deal sizes built up. It's just an interesting game as a whole, and I welcome people to do it more with me because there's so much opportunity. Like I have no problem teaching or educating people on the land space because there's tons and tons of opportunity, and it just ebbs and flows where people want to, or ebbs and flows in different markets. So like there's millions of opportunity out there, and I invite people to come test the waters and try out the game because there's plenty of room for all of us. Where can people find you online? And tell us a little about more of your education side. And I hope you all learned something today about land.
Yeah, you can find me pretty much on all the socials, Brent L. Bowers, and yes, the L stands for land. You can go to thelandsharks.com, schedule a call if you'd like, fill out that application. If you want to call me or text me on my cell phone, 863-801-6959. I just want to be a little bit different than those gurus out there. I'm still doing land deals. So you hopefully you'll leave a voicemail or just text me, and I will get back to you. But I'm still an active land investor, but I teach people how to do this. I can take about 5 people a month into the Land Sharks course. I just had one of my old bosses, Captain Drury. He's getting out of the military right now.
Awesome.
He just did his first land deal in 23 days, and he made a $9,000 net profit, like that he's keeping in 23 days. So that's the kind of success we're getting for our students really quickly. We give you the whole roadmap. We don't hold anything back. You get direct access to my cell phone. And then I've got an assistant coach that helps me answer questions. We do multiple support calls a week. And it's not just me doing support calls. I've got other sharks doing it too. So you can hear from people that literally just did their first deal 3 months ago. So they're still new and they're going to talk the same language. Like I got to remember, I've been doing real estate since 2007.
Yeah.
Like some people don't realize what a title insurance company is. Like, but we had to remember that.
Yeah. It's cool when your students start teaching other students, because then there's actually like there's proof of concept right in front of them, and the questions they have, they might not even know the answer, but they know that somebody is there learning as well, like in the trenches with them.
And when you teach people something, like you learn it or you get the instruction, that's how we give the instruction, then you do it, and then the result comes, you learn it, you make money while you're learning. And then when I teach someone else it makes my business even better. You really learn it even more when you're teaching someone.
It's kind of selfish because I teach for the students, because like I want my students to succeed and make a lot of money, and like I can make all the money in the world, but I think when the students make the money, it's like, yes, there you go.
Yeah,
it's you're affecting change in a lot of different people down the line.
You talk about selfishness. I'm like a double agent. Mm-hmm. I get to see what's working all over this country from other land investors because my students share it with me. So that's selfish right there. I'm getting like there's secrets. And they paid me to give me those secrets, but we also do deals together. You know, I get to do deals that I never would have been able to do. Not always, but sometimes they'll say, "Hey, you're in this market too. Do you have any buyers?" I actually do.
There you go. No, it's a cool opportunity. Thanks for coming on, man. I really enjoyed today. I know you got another meeting now. Please go check him out, Brent L. Bowers, on all platforms. Go to thelandsharks.com. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time. Any last words?
God bless. Thanks. Go out there and take some action. Let's go.
Take some action. Go like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. We'll see you in the next episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You all have a good week. Bye.
Thanks for watching this YouTube video. We hope you found value. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Watch more videos just like this one.